What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Fat to Fit. I'm really excited to be talking to you and hopefully I can answer some questions. I've been asked a lot over the last few days, what am I doing with my diet? How am I going to lose the weight? How am I going to make the diet sustainable? And what do I do when I get into social situations? So I thought I'd try and answer some of those for you right now. But first, a bit of background. I think I've probably tried every single diet under the sun, or at least every variation of it. A few names spring to mind. Keto, I did that last year. I did it for about 3 months. I lost about 15 kilos. And I thought, overall it was quite easy to maintain, but the downside is that it's not necessarily sustainable and I ended up putting most of the weight back on. The CSIRO diet, I've tried that as well. It was good, but at the same time, it didn't really work as well for me. Eating for your blood type, tried that. Jenny Craig, tried that. Low fat diet, tried it. High fat diet, tried it. That's pretty much keto. Meal replacement shakes, tried it. The key with all of those diets is that they weren't sustainable. I'd lose the weight, sometimes I'd lose a lot. Keto, as I mentioned, I lose about 15 kilos. And then I put it all back on. And often I'd put a lot more back on as well. So whatever I do this time has to be sustainable. It has to be something that I can keep on going with. And it has to be something that I enjoy. It needs to be easy so, it doesn't become a chore. So, to answer the first question, I've removed complex carbohydrates from my diet, most of them, and I've also removed most sugars from my diet as well. I'm still giving myself the opportunity to, eat a little bit more of a cheat meal, or, in the case of last week, one of the meals that I cooked for my kids, it was pasta. Who doesn't like to be able to sit down with her father and have a little bit of the same meal at the same time? So I ate some pasta with them. I don't feel guilty about it. In fact, it was nice and I enjoyed it and I still lost the weight. Secondly, I've cut out most alcohol during the week. I'm still drinking alcohol on the weekends, but then I'm also practicing moderation. Third, I'm fasting. Or more to the point, I'm using intermittent fasting. So between 8 p.m. and 12 p.m. the next day, I'm not eating. Yes, I'm drinking plenty of fluids, but I'm giving my body an opportunity to be able to burn through what I had. And generally speaking, if I do an exercise session in the morning, then I'm burning more calories. That's great. One of the questions I've had is how am I going to, deal in a social situation, especially given the fact that I've cut out that alcohol during the week? It's a really good question. I love beer, I love wine, but at the end of the day, I can do without them. What I can do is I can either drink water or soda with a bit of lime or something in it, or if I want some alcohol, I can have a vodka lime soda. Much lower in the carbs and also still very easy and enjoyable to drink. That's it for diet. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and especially if you've got any tips or, let me know what you've done in the past. Next big thing that I want to cover off with you is weight. I'm really excited to say that I've lost another 1.6 kilos this week. As I mentioned very early on, I'm trying to do it slowly. I want to make sure that I can lose the weight and keep it off. So I've jumped down, as I say, 1.6 kilos, and I'm also at 33.3% body fat. I know that as I go through, the kilos will be less important for me and the body fat will be much more, aiming for around about the 12% mark, but that may change as well. What's much more important for me is to be toned. Guys, that's all from me this week. If you like what you're seeing, please hit like on the video. Hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Thanks so much. Have a great one. Bye.